Alright, right now I'm going to go over 10 ways to make money as a comic book creator, and I want everybody to understand that these are real, practical, specific things that you can do to not just sell your books, but sell your whole IP and brand and everything associated with your story, and as not just as like, oh, I'm a writer or I'm an author, how can I make money, but specifically with a specific story or comic book and so on. All right. So the first one is your physical book sales, okay? Whether you're through the direct market or self-publishing, selling physical books through the comic shop or directly from your website or publisher and so on. This to me was like at first this was the only way I knew. It's the obvious one. Okay, so I'm going to sell my books. Okay. But that's just one of at least 10 options I'm going to go over. The next one of course is digital books, okay? And that also is probably like obvious, but there are sites where you can either A, have your comics available for digital download or print on demand, a certain platform, and things like Comixology, Global Comics, or Indie Planet. But there's also Web3 platforms that are coming out to where you can have your comic be exclusive in the digital realm and not be copyable. Basically, digital sales, both in the traditional way and in Web3 way. Third one is variant and exclusive covers. This was not obvious to me at the beginning as a separate thing, but it is. So after your initial print runs, you can have more small print runs of kind of special different covers or even like metal covers to where you can then sell your comics at a much higher price than the retail price. So instead of being like $4 or $5 in the comic shop or $5 or $10 through your own website, all of a sudden you do a very exclusive print run of 10, 20, 100, 1,000 covers and make them metal or make them like only for New York Comic Con or something, and then you sign them. Now all of a sudden these books can be worth 20, 50, $100, okay? So that's the other one. So you got your physical books, digital books, variant and exclusive print runs. Then the next two, I'm going to say that they're two, but they're kind of the same thing. These are posters and prints. And they can be posters of your covers, virgin covers, posters of just your characters, or smaller version, or like just prints, meaning like wall art of your characters or covers. But if you're just a writer, it's not unusual or weird for you to, sell artistic prints and posters of your IP that you've created as well. Number 6, I'm going to say is like, although it's related to the other two, is physical merchandise. So if I went into every single one of these like common ones that people do individually, you're hitting like 20 different ways to make money. But like one solid example is action figures. People sell their characters as action figures. They sell their characters as plushies. They sell trading cards with their characters on them. They sell stickers. They sell keychains, enamel pens. They sell clothing, hoodies, t-shirts, and so on. Number 7 is if you adapt your story into another medium. So specifically for comics, you can, adapt it, of course, into novels and screenplays, but I'll get into that next. But a common weird one that people don't talk about is you can convert them into visual novels, or those are like those interactive, choose-your-own-adventure kind of read on a computer type ways of telling a story, or a tabletop game, and that's where it's like, a board game out of your medium. Another option. It's basically a piece of art of your story. So you can take short stories within your universe, or like kind of just like little kind of fun stories that are related to your characters or within your universe. Self draw it, even if you're just the writer and not good at drawing. That's the beauty of zines, is they can be kind of goofy, and you can print it and distribute it as a zine. And you can do that wholesale. You can do it at Comic Cons and so on. Number 10 is ebooks and sort of offshoot content. So that's where it's like it can be directly related to your fiction, but this is where you might sell like a map within your universe. So like if you have a big sprawling fantasy that takes place, you can actually sell a physical map, or like something that might exist in the universe you created, a specific kind of merchandise or a workbook, something that people could download, or a writing tutorial or a coloring book of your characters and things like that. And finally, like I'll give you like a bonus number 11 is things like I'm doing now. So that's like YouTube videos to where you can get paid for exposure of your stuff and also ad revenue and things like that. So hopefully that's helpful to everybody, and that's all I'm going to go over today. Thanks.